Good morning, Writing 394. This is Professor Anderson with a quick midweek update on week 2. So this week brings you into the content for this week, brings you into using the UMUC library. So let me just let my computer take its sweet time this morning. And you'll see under week 2, most of the focus is on how to utilize the library. So at this point, you should have navigated and have been able to find that the university library is located underneath of resources. Here's the library. And what I love about our OneSearch library is that I have at my fingertips anywhere in the world access to the most highly skilled scholarly research tools available. So I want to show you the difference between using a research engine like our UMUC OneSearch library and just a regular Google search. So I just performed a single gender learning environment search here on our UMUC library. And I want to share with you when I pull up this search quickly, which my computer is not doing very well at quick this morning. You'll see I come up with 444 articles on the topic. If I were to do the same search in Google, let's see here. Okay, I think it's about 90 million searches, 90 million results came within, what does it say, 0.45 seconds. So you'll notice that these are kind of all over the place. And my research, my initial investigation here gives me very targeted information. So the difference between using a scholarly library research or resource research-driven engine lets you target your information a little more specifically. I can also add these features that allow me to select even further. So if I have, I could say single gender learning environments, I could say in private schools, and this would filter, let's say private versus public. This would filter even further how much information or the target of my research term. And if I did the same thing here, and private versus public education, let me make sure I have exactly the same term, public versus public schools versus private schools. Is that right? Private schools versus public schools. So let's say here, let's just make sure that we have exactly the same terms. Public schools, 106 million results appeared versus 7. So the difference here, while some may think, your thinking might be, oh, well, it's limiting my understanding. What it's actually doing is not necessarily limiting, but focusing your target. I want to use this analogy of buying a car because all of us have had that need to purchase a car or vehicle of some sort. So there are thousands of options out there. And if I just plug into a search engine, buy a car, I am going to have so many varieties of vehicles to choose from that I'll be overwhelmed. I won't know which one is really satisfying my needs. However, if I know I have 6 children, 2 dogs, I need air conditioning because I live in a southern region, and I want to make certain that I am able to tow something. Those parameters, when I focus and use those research terms, they're going to limit and not necessarily limit in terms of a negative thing, but focus my direction. And that's the difference between using UMUC's library and a Google search or some other type of mass database of information. So the targeting of results that you'll get from UMUC's OneSearch allows you to focus your inquiry. And that is going to be key for writing assignment number 2, which we'll talk about in a separate screencast.